Okay, welcome back, friends. Now, in this second video of this chapter, we will talk of first. We'll take up tsunami. So, tsunami is that due to volcanic eruptions or earthquakes on the sea floor, high oceanic waves are created, and these oceanic waves are known as tsunami. They are high and have unimaginable length. Look at this pic. You see the ocean, right? The waves have risen up and they are entering the coastal area. They are entering the land and they are forming lot of destruction. So during the during a tsunami, the due to volcanic activity or due to earthquake, the earth will move, and when it moves, water is pushed from one place to another. So initially it is pushed, like say if it pushed to the left, so water will first go to the left and then it will run towards right, and whatever comes in the part in the right side, it will drown it. So a tsunami, length of the tsunami is approximately 700 to 1600 kilometers. They travel at great speed and great force, and when they reach the coast, they attain great height and power, and it causes a lot of destruction in the coastal areas. A tsunami was seen on 11th March 2011 in Japan. A similar tsunami was seen in India to a very weaker extent, but it created a lot of damage to Tamil Nadu coast, Andhra Pradesh coast. Even some islands of Andaman Nicobar were completely destroyed. That occurred due to an earthquake in 2004. So an earthquake near Java, Sumatra caused a big tsunami, and this tsunami completely affected a large area of Indonesia and right till Andaman Nicobar Islands, India, even till Africa coast. The tsunami effect was seen, and more than 250,000 people died in it in 2004. So strong and whirling winds also create big and strong waves. See, the storm may get over, but these waves become tall with a high wavelength which can travel great distances. Such waves cause a great deal of destruction in the coastal areas. So they are called destructive waves. At times, rock falls, ice falls, or underwater landslides or slumps can generate displacement of water to create a tsunami. Okay, now flood. So you can see when a lot of rainfall falls, water enters our residential areas also, and that is called flood. So the flow of excess water in a river is called flood, and flood occurs because of two reasons: heavy rain in the upper course of the river, and if a dam or river breaks. Flood occurs in the low lying areas on the river bank. So two reasons: one is heavy rainfall and breaking down of a dam on a river. Now see some flood affected area with the name of the river. So Ganga, Yamuna, that the floods came in North India in 1978. Kosi river is called very frequently. Kosi river has floods. Kosi river is called the sorrow of Bihar actually, because every year Kosi river will get flooded and Bihar will have floods. Odisha has lot of floods every year due to the overflowing of the Mahanadi river. Same way Brahmaputra floods every year, and Bangladesh gets lot of floods. This year in Surat also we witnessed a small type of flood of the Khadipur. It was not a river originated, but it was the stream originated. Now next is a famine. Famine means भूखमरा, दुष्काल. जब बारिश नहीं होती है तो ये famine होता है. So, and you can see there's no rainfall, the land gets completely dry, nothing will grow on it, plants die, animals die, and it affects people in a large extent. So scanty rainfall leads to the drying up of the groundwater and shortage of food and water. This condition is known as famine, and this famine condition will occur where there is scanty or no rainfall for 2 to 3 years successively. If 1 year rainfall doesn't come and next year rainfall comes, so people may be affected, but they won't be a condition of famine. Now, famine can be lessened if we plant more trees, and if we plan our proper agriculture, if we store our grains in a nice way, so then we can prevent a food shortage due to famine. If we collect water in dams and check dams and lay tanks, and then we can preserve rainfall also, water also, and even in periods of dry time we can manage. Now we have a cyclone. The simple meaning of cyclone is air which blows at great speed. It's called a storm or also a whirlwind. तूफान बोलते हैं उसको, right? The coastal area of India experience cyclone every year. Normally, Orissa and Andhra Pradesh are cyclone prone areas. The Bay of Bengal will face cyclones quite frequently, many years or many times a year, or probably once every year. Some cyclonic effect is seen over Bay of Bengal. Very few times cyclone can be seen over Arabian Sea. 2020, this year we saw a cyclone hitting Arabian Sea coast. So the adjacent regions also feel effect of cyclones when it is at highest intensity. But these winds affect a limited area for a limited period of time only. But they cause a lot of damage, the cyclones. Fortunately, there is an advanced warning system for cyclone, so people can take precautions. Now let's talk of a forest fire. So friction between dry branches of trees and other factors like human interference will cause forest fire. Human beings go in the forest, and if they light fire for protection at night time, and in the morning they don't take care to put out the fire properly, it will result in a forest fire. Same way, people drink bidis or cigarettes, and they just throw the stump on the ground without extinguishing it properly. It may lead to forest fire, and it will cause lot of damage to the forest resources. You see in this pic, the entire forests get burned out. Animals die, plants die, trees are cut out. So it's very damaging, and if it's caused by human beings, it is a very sad thing. Then landslide. You can see sometimes the soil becomes loose, and due to excess water, the soil becomes quite loose and it comes down. It becomes heavy and it comes down, and it will cause a lot of damage to towns which are nearby the mountains. So the sliding of large mass of rock, material, soil, etc. down the side of a mountain or cliff is called landslide. Now two factors cause landslide. Number one, excessive rainfall or an earthquake. Right? There are two reasons where landslide can come. Lot of rainfall, and second, earthquake. So in the rainy season, the railway transportation in Konkan area gets obstructed due to landslides, because the Konkan railway line passes near the Western Ghats, and as it is a mountain area, there are frequent landslides in those areas, and the railway line gets blocked. So the whole lesson is completed. See, we saw so many natural disasters. Let's revise this. Go back. We saw landslides. Then we talked of the forest fires. We talked of cyclones. Then we talked of famines. Before that, we talked of floods. Before that, tsunami. Then we saw about volcanic activity, volcanoes. Before that, we talked of earthquakes, right? And what else did we talk of? No, that's it. So these are different type of natural disasters which we talked of. Right? I hope you found it very informative and you understood the entire chapter. Thanks for watching. Bye.